Okay, so boom. The London Brown, y'all, jumped in the back seat with me. And when I tell y'all, we got into some things, but we had a time. Y'all need to see this. Run the tapes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. South Central.
Yeah.
Like, what is the everyday thing that gets on your nerves that you have to sometimes go full Marvin on?
There's little things. Okay, for example, let's just take traffic since we're in traffic. When someone makes a right turn, I don't like the fact that if they're in the right lane going to make a right turn, I don't like the fact that they swerve over into my lane to make the right turn. I'm like, you should have, as you was pulling up to the turn, you should have gauged that better.
Right.
Or if let's say I'm out in the mall, or more so I'm always in the airport, and people who stop to look for directions in the middle, I'm like, why don't you take you and your bag and your puppy, step to the side? I'm saying, I'm into a lot of logic. So I'll be one, I'm like, just step. I understand we all get lost. Mm-hmm. Just step to the side, so those of us who know where we're going, we can catch our flights on time. That's all I'll be one little. Here's another one. If I'm in a restaurant, I guess I'm not in that world, but I'm guessing it must be cool to like arrive to a table and take the order without pen and pad. Mm-hmm. Cool, no problem. If you don't want to use a pen and pad, because in the server's world, right, that's cool because you got it all in your memory. Right. You can't have no mistakes though. So if you're gonna not use a pen and pad,
I need you to be accurate.
It gotta be accurate. I'm already hungry. That's why I'm there. So don't. That's all I'm saying. It's just it gotta be accurate.
No, speaking of food. Okay? Yes. Because one thing about your character, always eating food. Do you have a say-so on what food you're eating?
No matter if it was my favorite food or not, after 20-something takes, you're over it.
Yeah. You know, so I don't eat this no more.
I don't eat this no more. But our crew, shout out to Sean, our props master and the team, they were always really good for making sure the food was always hot. Each take, they would warm it up, reheat it, recook it. So, yeah, that was just a little something I just wanted to add, man, just to add another fun layer for the character Marvin.
Man, let me tell you something. There was one scene, I think it was hot dog at the hot dog stand. Okay. You were whatever that was. Yeah. I don't even eat hot dogs.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, I want a hot dog. Yeah. Let me drive over here.
That was Marvin coming out the courtroom. And this before. I mean, it was, you know, it was just one of those courtroom snacks that's usually around the courthouse. But the food was good. If I had a chance to have a say so in. It was great. I tried to make it because I got to make this stuff work. So if you enjoy watching me, I enjoyed having it. It was great.
Which one of your co-stars would you trust with your life? Like, could be your emergency contact?
Oh wait, emergency contact.
Yeah, like who got your back? If someone has your back,
you know what? I want to say Patina. Yeah, Patina. I'm gonna go with Patina Miller Rock because she was also like, her energy was also like a big sister sometimes.
Oh, so, I love that.
Let's say if I had to work the next day, but I was like, man, maybe I should go to the movie. She's the one who would say, Lonnie, you probably should go and study. If it's something like that. So she's responsible. So shout out to Patina Miller.
She's responsible. It's always good to have like responsible people. And I know like you even talked about like working with 50 and his brilliance. So I want to know, like, just even being around him, like, what is something you saw him do maybe on a day-to-day that you took with you to be like, you know what, I'm going to apply this to myself?
I think 50 is smart for knowing how to put the right people around him and knowing how to place people. So even though he may be the front person of whatever the project is or the movement, I do think he's very sharp with understanding how to put the key people around him who know how to do, who are experts at what they do. Right. And he lines himself up with a bunch of great people around him. Right. So, you know, with doing that, whatever he decides to do, it still makes him look good. They look good, but it also makes him look good, even though he might not be the writer or the director or whatever. He knows how to, again, facilitate the work. And I think that's a great business move because he could be one of those people who tries to do it all by himself.
Are you able to tell like who's a cloud chaser off the rip?
Yeah, pretty.
Really?
I think pretty much so because one, I've had the same people around, so I know what solid energy is. So when if someone's not solid, or let's say, for example, people will message me, and I try to respond to most people because, you know, I appreciate the fans of the show, and they'll say, "Hey, man, hey Marvin, I love the episode, whatever it is."
Right.
And I say, "Hey, thanks, I appreciate it." If they say anything like, "Oh man, I never had a celebrity respond to me," anything like that, I'm like, first of all, if you're looking at me like that, that already lets me know you already think I'm in another atmosphere from you, and I don't really care for that. You know, anything like that, I'm like, you know, I never had somebody on TV talk to me or respond back. And I'm like, it's for me, it's a little disappointing because it just lets me know, like, you can always tell what someone has been exposed to from how they respond to it. So, for example, let's say, if me and you went, if we were out and we saw, you know, some Kanye West,
right,
and it'd be like, yo, you know, I can look at Kanye West,
right,
and assess, and be like, okay, maybe this may not be the time to speak, or if so, hey, how you doing, man? Respect your work. Boom. But I got some cousins. I know I can't bring them.
I already know what you about to say.
They about to be stepping it up. They about to sit on top of the car and take a picture. And some of those guys like, I can't bring you around. So anyway, that's to say that when fans of the show speak, I do acknowledge them.
Right.
But I just also, when they talk like that, just lets me know, I gotta be mindful that they might try to take this small engagement and make it into something else.
No, facts. It's like when our parents used to say, act like you've been somewhere before.
That's it.
But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it real though.
Okay.
As somebody who's been in this industry, in this game for a minute, and is always around people, I'm telling you right now, had I ever had the chance to be around Michael Jackson, there ain't no act right in me. Now, I don't keep it real. There are levels to the point where I'm like,
I will say that. You know what? But then also, I've been thinking about that too. I said, man, there are a couple people that I would like to meet. But also, at the same time, I'm like, man, it would be a little disappointing if they weren't what I would like. I've mentioned one of my favorite stories is I had a chance to meet musician, Grammy winner, Robert Glasper. Right. Now, Robert Glasper is, I mean, creme de la creme. He's the guy. Right. What was cool about our meeting some years ago now, we met in DC backstage, and he was exactly what I like to be when people meet me that are fans of my work. Right. He was cool. He was down to earth, made me feel heard and seen. And we just chopped it up. I found out he was a fan of my work from another show, and I was like, "What? You watch my?" He's like, "Yeah, on the tour bus or whatever it is, we watch it." I was like, "Oh man!" So he was like a fan of a fan type thing. But it was cool because there were no egos. Either way, we were just really. So when I meet people, I try to give them that same energy and just slow down, and talk to them, and let them be heard and seen, because I understand. I've been on that side. I understand that you're like, yo, especially me. I'm being from South Central LA. It's difficult sometimes for people to see me out doing regular stuff in LA because they're like, "What you doing?" First of all, they think I'm a New Yorker. That's the first thing. But they like, "What you?"
I mean, you do have a little New York energy. I don't know. I mean, energy. I don't know if it's because you've been playing in the show or what.
Maybe so. But you know, they're like, "What you doing in the swap meet at the liquor store?" And then, you know,
not the liquor store.
They kept me in a white T-shirt and a hat. And I had to tell them, me moving about. The only thing that has changed is that what I do is public. Otherwise, I was just doing this before the show was aired. So I just now seeing you paying attention because you recognize me, but I still do a lot of regular stuff. So anyway, I get that. I just try to be kind to people. That's the least I can do. They watch the show, they support. The least I can do is take a picture. That's a couple seconds, couple minutes and stuff.
Love that. No, you got to. You know, Marvin is a beloved character.
It was interesting because, again, season 1, the audience was really on something else. I remember in season 1, Marvin, the character, he was crashing a bunch of cars and he was snacks. Everybody was like, "Man, he's just so irresponsible. Right. What's wrong with him?" And you know, I remember especially all the women, they rallied behind Rock because she was a strong sister, and she just running things. And she is, and all those things. You know, I just think that it was important to arc Marvin in a way so that people felt emotionally invested. It's important that a villain, characters in general, but even, especially a villain, if a bad guy only plays a bad guy, we're not emotionally connected with that. Even bad people have good days or have not so bad days. The food thing, again, that's light work. That's just something to hook the audience.
But even that's relatable. We always know somebody who is always eating. I do.
Yeah.
We're just like, yo, put the food down. But even that made it relatable and made you want to root for Marvin. I didn't really.
That's what it is.
And I didn't, right? You know, I don't even really call Marvin a bad dude, even though I know he's a gangster. I know he would drop somebody in a second. I look at Marvin as a good guy stuck in a bad situation, and that is crazy because this man literally would drop a body.
That's what it is.
Love it though.
Marvin is just—he's not. I can say he's not snatching purses from old ladies. He's not that. He's just, sometimes he may not think everything all the way out. But at the end of the day, Marvin's a loyal guy. Loyal. Family dude. And especially with the rebuilding with his daughter. He's not perfect. But I think that's also why people like him, because he's not perfect. And so they just like, that was the goal, which is we want the audience to root for Marvin. And that kind of lets me know
you did your job, because we rooting for him. Okay, let's talk about like relationships, because we know you like to talk about that. Okay, so what do you think is more tolerable? Somebody with a bad attitude or somebody who has a messy past in a relationship?
I think a bad attitude I think is always going to take precedence, because if someone has a messy past, right? If they have a messy past and a bad attitude, they're not even trying to rectify. They're not trying to learn from the mistakes. But now that's why attitude is everything. Even if someone it's better to take someone who's with a good attitude, who's willing to do the work, whatever that is, as opposed to, you know, somebody can be a really great. We see this all the time. We've seen athletes in the game, really talented athletes, but they don't have any work ethic. So if you don't have any work ethic, these are the things that separate people like the Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans, the Mayweathers. Like, you may not necessarily like them as a friend. When it came down to who's going to do the work so that we win, and make other people around them better to win, that's who you want on your team. So, you know, for me, I'm like, man, because even if the girl has a messy past, but she has the right attitude, I'm like, man, I need to get better. I need to make some changes and not be who I was. Cool. We all got work to do. But do we have the attitude and the mindset to do it is the difference.
That's a good way of putting it.
Stay focused. If for free, keep God first. And as far as don'ts, just watch the hanging out. The hanging out, just sometimes, like, just, you know, away to take that energy. As far as hang out, but when it start getting to them after hours, maybe just go home.
That's it. That's all. And I'll see y'all next time in the backseat.